Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Hilmi Amadul Fatah. I am a student of law from Class B with ID number A1A 025-102 from Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. This video is presented for English of Law course under the guidance of Miss Nisa Rayasa. And in this video, I would like to analyze a legal case involving Mr. Thomas Terkasih Lembong, commonly known as Tom Lembong, the former Indonesia Minister of Trade. So let's get started. The case started when the Indonesia Attorney General Office investigated the issuance of sugar import permits that were allegedly granted to private companies without proper legal basis. This import permit were suspected to have caused state of financial loss and destroyed domestic sugar producers. Tom Lembong was accused of abusing his authority by issuing policies that allowed sugar import, even though domestic production was considered sufficient. The prosecution argued that this action benefited certain private parties and violated administrative and criminal regulation. This case attracted public attention because Tom Lembong is well known as a professional technocrat, not a traditional politician. Therefore, the case raised questions about policy direction, criminal liability, and the boundary between administrative decision and corruption. The medical issue in this case is whether Tom Lembong action constitute corruption or merely a policy decision made within his authority as Minister of Trade. Another important issue is whether a public official can be held criminally liable for a policy decision if there is no clear evidence or personal gain intent to enrich oneself or others. Therefore, the key of the question is, can a falsify error can be classified as criminal act under the Indonesian law? Because according to Article 2 and Article 3, Law number 3031 of 1999, by Law number 20 of 2001, and on the eradication of corruption. Corruption occurs when a person unlawfully enriches themselves or another party and cause state's financial loss. Under administrative law principle, government officials are also granted discretionary power, especially in economic policy. Discretion is allowed as long as it exercised in good faith, within legal boundaries, and for public interests. Therefore, the applicable legal norm in this case lies at the intersection between criminal law and administrative law. And in my opinion, the handling of this case raises serious concern because the authority so focus heavily on the impact of the policy rather than clearly proving criminal intent or personal benefit. And the court reasoning appears to treat policy consequences as sufficient evidence of corruption, which is legally questionable. The court decision is questionable due to the lack of strong evidence showing that Tom Lembong was personally benefited from the sugar import permits. There was also limited consideration of the economic and political context in which the policy was made. However, the prosecution argument is strong in emphasizing accountability and transparency of public officials. It sends a message that policy decisions must be legally sound and carefully justified. Still, I believe the judge failed to properly distinguish between administration and criminal corruption, because not every flawed policy will automatically lead to criminal punishment. If we look at the ethical and social implication, this case has important social implication. If false decisions are if false decisions are easily criminalized, public officials may become afraid to make a bold or necessary decision. This could result in false paralysis and inefficiency in governance. On the other hand, the case also highlights the importance of ethical leadership and accountability. Public trust depends on transparency and legal certainty in government's action. Therefore, balance must be maintained between law enforcement and falsify freedom. In conclusion, I believe that the case of Tom reflects a broader problem in Indonesia law enforcement, particularly in distinguishing falsity distraction from corruption. While accountability is essential, criminal law shall be applied carefully and proportionally. In my view, case handling should have focused more on administrative responsibility rather than criminal punishment. I think that's enough from me. Thank you for your attention in this video. See you soon in another class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.